It's that time of year again, time to put myself through another round of questions and answers from you guys and put myself through a torturous task of copying and pasting all these damn questions to the video. Seriously, man, I have to figure out a way to fucking do this shit easier because trying to copy each one of these damn questions is a pain in the ass, man. But in any event, I'll worry about that with my Sony Vegas issues another day because it's time for some questions up in this motherfucker. Now, each time I do this, I have to lay out some ground rules. So pay attention to the ground rules so I don't have to start handing out some verbal ass whoopings up in this motherfucker. Now, I think this is my third time so far that I've done this. So I've answered a number of questions already in the past. I won't be answering repeat questions. If someone asked something before, there is no reason for me to answer this motherfucker again. If you want to see the answer, just go watch the prior videos for the fucking answer. Now in this video, I'm going to answer a few common questions up front because I know people are going to end up asking these anyway, so I might as well just get these out of the way so you guys can save your time on some of these questions. Now, per person, I don't want a massive wall of questions this time. You know, last time I did this, some dude asked like 13 fucking questions in one post. That's just not happening this time. No fucking way, man. You guys can ask up to 4 questions, but I don't want everyone just going out there and asking 4 questions just for the fuck of it. You know, if you have one good question, ask your one good question. So don't just go out there and list 4 questions just because I said that's the limit. No. I want good questions. I don't want you just throwing out some random bullshit just so that you can hit the 4 question maximum and shit like that. Which brings me to my next guideline. I like complex questions. Questions that make a motherfucker think or explain something. In both question and answer sessions, I ended up doing 3 videos. The third video was saved for some of the more detailed questions, you know, including my glorious rant about how fucked up this generation of teenagers really are. So the best way to get your questions answered in the series is to shoot for a more complex question meant to get a detailed answer. As for questions, I know I'm going to get asked a number of these, so let me just get these shits out of the way now before people waste my time so then I end up ignoring these shits. What do I think of Call of Duty Ghost? It's average, nothing more, nothing less. I already posted a video up in this motherfucker, but it's just another Call of Duty game with another fresh coat of paint and some new gadgets in this bitch. Will I get Battlefield 4? No, I don't like Battlefield. I've never been a fan of Battlefield. It's just not my flavor of gameplay. When will I get a PlayStation 4 or Xbox One? I'll probably be getting the PlayStation 4 when either Destiny or Final Fantasy 15 comes out, as I see no other games make me feel the need to buy the console. I'm not getting Xbox One, so I'm not even going to discuss that. But those are the only 2 games that I can see that I would want to play on PlayStation 4 because they're going to have some additional content on the PlayStation 4 version, or just not go to PlayStation 3, that's going to make me actually buy the console. What games am I looking forward to? Destiny's the main one, Final Fantasy's the other. The Division and Crew look pretty good, so I have my eye on those as well. What do you think about fill in the blank with some random next name game and shit like that? You know, people like to ask specifics about what certain games, so I'll just run off a few so people don't have to ask this shit. Am I getting Gran Turismo 6? No, it looks too much like Gran Turismo 5. Final Fantasy Lightning Returns will probably be the final PlayStation 3 game that I purchased. After that, I'm probably just going to head to PlayStation 4 and do the upgrade. Titanfall looks amazing, but I've never been a fan of mech games. You know, hell, I hated the mechs in Killzone with a passion, and they were only on a few maps. I can't imagine an entire game filled with mech. You know, if Titanfall was on PlayStation 4, I would probably get it just out of hype and the graphics alone, but I'm just going to have to wait until the sequel, obviously, if I don't get an Xbox One. And, you know, the fact is, just knowing ahead of time there are elements in this game that I don't like, I'd rather them get all that shit out of the way in Titanfall 1, and then I'll see what the results are for Titanfall 2. Watch Dogs looks like an overhyped, all-footage type, carefully scripted game, so I'm not really high on that game because it just doesn't look that great. Not getting Infamous since I didn't like the first one and I didn't even play the second one, so I'm not going to bother with that shit. Can I add you on PlayStation Network? No, because my list is full. And unfortunately, the system now allows people to send endless friend requests to something, and it doesn't block the excess ones. You know, part of that is due to the PlayStation Network expanding to have PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, but the problem is there is no way to prevent people from continuously sending invites. My list is full. It's not going to be empty until I go to PlayStation 4. And before people ask, can I add you on PlayStation 4? I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say yes or no to something I don't even have yet. Will you ever show your face? For the 100th fucking time? No. Is that your real laugh? Yes. I don't know why people think this is like a fake fucking laugh. Every single time I get asked about this shit. What do you do for a living? None of your damn business. Can we do a dual commentary? Considering I've never done one on my channel, what makes you think I'm going to start now? You know, I'm just going to randomly accept the request. Hey, can I do a dual commentary with you? No, motherfucker. You know, I'm probably never going to do a dual commentary on my channel, let alone is it going to be with somebody I don't even fucking know. If I ever were to do one, it's going to be with somebody I know. But chances are, I'm never going to do one. Will you live stream if I can figure out how it works on PlayStation 4? Sure. If not, then no. I'm not going to worry too much about live streaming. So, those are questions I will answer in advance, and you're now free to ask away any shit that you want. Now, I know YouTube is all fucked up right now, and I'm not quite sure if people are still able to send personal messages or whatever, but the questions in this thread, or or any other video thread are not going to be answered, mainly because of this whole Google Plus shit that keeps fucking up the comment section and shit like that. So I'm not going to sift through all my videos looking for questions and shit like that. The best way to contact me is if YouTube is still allowing you to send personal messages, send your personal messages to me here on YouTube, or you can always go over and sign up at Prestige Gamers and send me your personal questions there. I will guarantee you Prestige Gamers will probably be the easiest way. I don't know if YouTube is still working or not, but the safest way is to obviously sign up for Prestige Gamers, send me a question over there. All those questions will be answered. YouTube, if it's not fucked up, then sure, I will use the questions that are sent to me in personal messages. Anyway, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And it's now up to you guys. Go out there, send all your questions, and in a few weeks, I'll answer those motherfuckers.